Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sideline, a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jason Tatum.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
So with Wilkins on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Wade out there with Robertson. Then there's Mourning, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the five, roaming the paint. Ames for San Antonio. Tatum out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Pippen, and it's LeBron James, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the five. GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring it.
James looking around. Took the opportunity when he saw it. LeBron's got his second best.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Pass to Leonard. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Wade outside. And here's Leonard from three. The rebound by the Spurs. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
Just 2 to shoot. And the Bucks miss again.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
In the corner, it's James. Chamberlain, the pass to Tatum. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Leonard. Bucks trail by 8. Fires the three. The rebound by James. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Spurs making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Paul Pierce is checked in for Robertson. Leonard, the pass to Mourning. Leonard looking around. Clock at 6. They need this. And it's good on the layup.
Ooh, he's got 1 to 4 to start the game. Looking to step it up.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's Pippen on the wing. Leonard with the steal. To the inside. Here's Wade. Good D by Thompson.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Clyde Drexler's checked in for Pippen. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Wilkins is checked in. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Giannis passes to Chamberlain. Pierce with it. He's picked up by James. And Wilkins slams it in.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Antetokounmpo kicks to James. Giannis a screen on Pierce. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting. Just around 70% on the season.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. And the Spurs with some changes. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Chamberlain. Scottie Pippen is subbed in for James. And then for Milwaukee, Towns comes in for Mourning. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Wade. Clock at 4. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 6. Pierce finds Leonard. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Leonard against Thompson. From the baseline. And it's Leonard missing. The Spurs have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Pierce against Pippen. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Leonard. Good D by Thompson.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
We've got Thompson. DeAndre Jordan is out there with George. Then there's Pippen. And it's Drexler in at the 2 guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Kept alive, Jordan. Good on the 7-footer. Jordan's got his first 2 points of the night. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've led by as much as 10. To the paint, here's George. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Bucks trail by 6. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post pro, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
Pippen kicks to George. Jordan a screen on Towns. On the wing, George. Defended by Towns. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Simons against Thompson. Outside Leonard. Towns a screen on Pippen. And here's Leonard from 3. And Towns gets it to go.
Towns has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. different look now for San Antonio. Antetokounmpo's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Jason Tatum comes in for George. And James subbed in for Drexler. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Olajuwon. Pierce comes in for Towns. Wade, he's checked in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Robertson in for Anthony Simons. There's the lob, and there's Giannis. Look out below!
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Wade kicks to Robertson. Outside Leonard. It's tipped. Wade outside. Good work defensively by Pippen.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
If you look at Tatum, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And the rejection by Giannis. Inside, LeBron James hammers it home.
LeBron, the old man, throwing it down. Not much anyone can do about that still.
Picked by Olajuwon. Robertson outside. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Olajuwon. Shoots a three. Thompson with the rebound. Spurs leading by 6. Antetokounmpo dishes to Tatum. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That is his first foul of the game. Drexler, he's checked in for the Spurs. Morning's checked in for the Bucks. Leonard comes in for Pierce. Abdul-Jabbar against Giannis. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Hits the three-point bomb. Tatum's got his second bucket tonight.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Morning kicks to Robertson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Morning with the screen. Wade passes to Morning to end the run. And Tatum pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
LeBron against Leonard. James. Rebound, Milwaukee. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Morning can't make it work.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Here's James. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's San Antonio in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal. And we thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Efficiency, so far not a part of this game plan. Taking outrageous shots on the other end. It's the best way.
It's time now to... And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at James, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So with Wilkins on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Warning is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Kareem, and it's Wade in at the 2.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And so James will bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Pippen, a screen on Robertson. Chamberlain kicks to Tatum. Shoots over Leonard. Tatum no good. Bucks trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
You set him up, more often than not, Leonard will knock him down.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at San Antonio, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
And you know, for the Spurs, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Chamberlain hits them both. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Now, here is Mourning. He has yet to score.
With his power and size, Mourning can be a headache to defend. Point proven there with him drawing the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Mourning. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams. A lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Kevin, back to you.
Appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Wade, stolen by Pippen, and Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The length and athleticism of Tatum is something else. Look, you can't blame the D for fouling him there. That's just something that's going to happen.
Here's his check in for Robertson. Now Wade. Now Mourning. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Tatum. The Bucks also with the sub. Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for Pierce. James in the high post. Warning's there. LeBron up top. 8 points for him. No good with the elbow jumper. Bucks trail by 6. Left side, Leonard. Over Thompson. And it's Leonard missing. And San Antonio shooting 43% for the game. On the wing, Giannis. He's guarded by Mourning. Antetokounmpo passes to Chamberlain. 1:41 left to play in the third. Abdul-Jabbar finds Wilkins. Wade penetrating, and yes, it's good. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
Wade just gone after his first step. So quick.
Spurs working the ball around now. He had a nice open look right there. And the Spurs lead by 7.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Wade. Wade slamming it home.
Uh-oh, great IQ from the young Wade. Decided to keep it, and it paid off.
Thompson surveying the floor. Chamberlain with a screen on Wade. Thompson passes to Chamberlain. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
That's a floater go. Nice shot by Thompson.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Wade with it. It's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to...
The previous play is under review.
4th.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And don't go away. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got DeAndre Jordan, Antetokounmpo out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's George, and it's Drexler in at the 1. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Towns, a screen on Drexler. Outside, Towns. 3-pointers off the mark. Spurs leading by 9. Giannis dishes to Tatum. Pass to Jordan. Now, Antetokounmpo. Jordan sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. Shoots the 3. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Pass to Towns. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And it's Towns missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the board? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring.
Peyton Watson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Elo comes in for George. Milwaukee also making some changes. Olajuwon's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Wilkins in for Jordan Clarkson. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Back to Robertson. Stolen by Tatum. 3-on-3. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And even 3-on-3 break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Drexler with the steal. Watson with it. Now Pierce defending. Here's Drexler. That shot, no good. Good D by Olajuwon. Wilkins kicks to Olajuwon. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar so skilled inside.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Back to Tatum. From the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
With the shot. Oh, what a use of the baby hook.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Chamberlain's checked in for Peyton Watson. Pippen comes in for Clyde Drexler. And James subbed in for Elo. And then for Milwaukee, Morning's checked in for Olajuwon. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Pierce. And it's Wade in for Dominique Wilkins. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now James. LeBron going to work inside.
We see it every night. LeBron with great rhythm off the dribble.
Wade against Pippen, takes a step back. Tries from 10. That one is off. San Antonio leading by 13. James on the drive, and the shot will go down.
And it's the level of creativity that separates LeBron. It's second to none because he's such an incredible ball handler also.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Robertson against LeBron. Warning, a screen on James. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Tatum outside for three. Oh, the dunk.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything off him, which allowed him to catch fire.
And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, past season of father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Wade. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's in there. And here is James. Stolen by Wade.
And we know Pierce has the jumper, but you can also pound it inside with it.
That's good from Pierce. Both shots good from the stripe. 17 points was their biggest margin. George sets a screen for Drexler. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he can't stop the run as that misses. Shoots the three. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
Thanks, Jason. This team.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anderson.
Back with another block rocking.